Yo, what's up, YouTube? I'm back again. I know I do videos super late. That's because I've been going through physical therapy. I found out finally everybody's been asking me and blowing up my inbox like, yo, why you haven't been coming to the gym and what's been going on? The doctors won't sign my passbook because I found out after the x-rays and the MRI I don't have to have shoulder surgery, but I do actually have tendinitis. I have something called crepitus, and I also have fluid in my bursa, which means the crepitus is if you've ever moved a certain body part, say, like for instance, my shoulders. I move my shoulder and I hear multiple cracks, small cracks, but you hear popping. And I was thinking, oh my God, my bones are chipping, but really, that's air. Crepitus is just air. If you hear that cracking, that's air in there. And sometimes it's not bad, but most of the time it's associated with pain, which I'm feeling. And the tendinitis is just basically it's swollen. I've almost torn it. I've worked it out too much because I love lifting weights. You know, I lost a lot of my muscle mass, so from not lifting weights because of the tendinitis. So yeah, I'm going through physical therapy for that to get the swelling down, and then while I'm doing the physical therapy, the crepitus will go away, which is, like I said, the air in this area, and the fluid will eventually drain. Or if it gets worse, they will give me a steroid shot, which I don't want because you know what happens in boxing. I'm not going to fail a drug test. But anywho, you guys, this video was highly requested. You guys found me on Facebook and blew my inbox up, as well as the inbox on YouTube, asking me to do a Pacquiao versus Rios fight, which will be, for us, November 23rd, but they keep saying in China it will be November 24th. I don't know how the dates go in China or around the world, but for us it will be November 23rd in China. And this is a 12-round welterweight fight. This will be Pacquiao's first fight since his, devastating knockout last year against Marquez. And Rios actually fought, I think he fought this year. Yeah, he fought. It was an okay fight. It was okay. It was pretty cool. But like I said, this is Pacquiao's first fight since his knockout, so a lot of people aren't really expecting him to be impressive. But that's where I think you guys have it wrong. Pacquiao's a cool guy, and a lot of people think he's washed up, because of the knockout. There has been tons of people who've gotten knocked out in boxing, but they came back strong. So I feel as though Pacquiao, this is my thoughts and my predictions and my opinions, so, just leave your comments down below of what you think. But I really think that Pacquiao will win this fight. I feel it will go the full distance, 12 rounds. I feel as though he will win on points, not a knockout, because Rios is the type of fighter, he has a good chin. His chin is crazy good. He can take a punch. This is his whole thing. Rios is a slugger slash brawler. Nothing says boxing about him. He's not a boxer, a straight boxer. He's a slugger slash brawler. So he will take multiple hits to deliver a power punch. You know what I'm saying? Those fighters can tend to be kind of dangerous. Hence, my favorite fighter, George, oh my God, Joe Frazier. Remember, he would take shots from Muhammad Ali just to deliver one nasty shot, and even Muhammad Ali said, damn, this motherfucker, every punch hurts. Every punch hurts. So those fighters can tend to be dangerous, but Pacquiao is a combination fighter. He throws punches from all angles. He's a very awkward fighter. But those type of fighters, he has speed as well, but those type of fighters that fight like Pacquiao, who really doesn't have defense, he relies on his quick hands and his feet, basically, his footwork, because he has no defense. Those fighters can hurt you. Eventually, out of all of those punches they throw, and while you're blocking, he will eventually catch you with something. Whether he's throwing 10, 12 punches, he will eventually catch you with one of those punches, and it will hurt. Everybody that has gotten in the ring with Pacquiao has said, you know, his punches hurt, and they're coming at different directions. So it's really hard for you to try to set up your punches when he's just straight coming at you. You're trying to move and run, so Pacquiao's coming at you. So it's really kind of hard to fight him. But we all know in his last few fights, he really hasn't been explosive. You know, he's getting older. He's really not interested in boxing as he was. You know, he's more on his political shit. So he's really not interested, but I believe he wants to prove to the world that knockout that he suffered last year didn't damage him or affect him in any way. I feel as though he's going to come into the fight. The minute the bell rings for that first round, I feel as though he's going to try to eat Marquez up. I said Marquez. He's going to try to eat Rios up. You know, he's going to be throwing because he wants to prove to us that he's not washed up. He still has it. He can still go, and that he hasn't been infected or affected in any way from the knockout last year. So yeah, but I feel as though Rios is going to take every punch very well just to deliver, you know, his hard blows. Of course he's going to get caught. That's his whole game. He's a slugger / brawler. He takes hits to give hits, so he's going to get caught multiple times. But I feel as though it won't be a knockout. Because Pacquiao's a tad bit slower since he's much older. His fights, he's been a tad bit slower, you know what I'm saying? And since Rios is known to have a good chin, hence someone like Muhammad Ali, whose chin is amazing, you know, they won't go down as easily. You have to catch him off guard. But I feel as though that won't happen. So it'll go the full 12 rounds. Pacquiao will win on points. There will be no knockdowns or knockouts. To me, that's how I feel. It won't be no knockouts or knockdowns. It won't be an explosive fight. It will just be entertaining. You know, just something to get Pacquiao back out there. Because people have forgotten about him. Even Marquez, you know, like, I don't want to fight him no more. I want to move on. You know, fuck him. We done fought a couple times. Let's move it on. It's getting boring. So, you know, this will be something for Pacquiao to do. You know, to get his name back out there in a good light, in a good sense. Rios has a height advantage, but height means nothing to Pacquiao. If you remember Manny fighting, what was his name? Antonio Margarito? Yeah, Margarito? Yeah, I don't know how to say the dude's name, but remember Pacquiao fought him? Remember what happened at the end of that fight? Remember how that guy's face looked? He broke his eye socket. He fucked his face up. He fucked him up, period. And this dude was tall. You know what I'm saying? Dude was tall, but Pacquiao fucked him up. So height has nothing to do with it. Rios is going to try to close the gap because he's a slugger. They like to be right there next to you, and they like to brawl it out. So he's going to try to close the gap. So it might turn into a slugfest. To me, it might turn into a slugfest. Rios is going to try to make it a brawl fight, a slugfest. Pacquiao is going to try to make it a quick fight. You know, later rounds, I see Pacquiao slowing down a tad bit, and I kind of, for some reason, I've been thinking about it all this time, I see Rios trying to still have fire in him. At the end of the fight, the last few rounds, I see Pacquiao slowing down, and I see Rios kind of stepping his game up, slugging it out even more. So, yeah, that's how I see the end. And also, well, that's about it. Like I said, I see Pacquiao winning the full 12 rounds by points, unanimous decision, whatever. I just don't see it as a knockout, and I really don't see it as an explosive fight. I just see it as, hey, a nice warm-up fight for Pacquiao to get his name back out there, but it won't be a walk in the park. Rios is not to me, he's not a bitch. He's not a bitch. Anybody that will take hits to give a hit is not a bitch. Hence James Kirkland, hence Ann Wolf. Mike Tyson does it as well. Joe Frazier, they take hits. Oh, Muhammad Ali, they take hits to deliver damaging blows. So he's not a bitch. He's gonna put on a good show because he wants this. You know, he wants the spot. One day he'll probably say, I want Floyd Mayweather. You know, let's get it. Who knows, but yeah. So that's my prediction. Pacquiao will win the full 12 rounds. It'll go to straight 12 rounds. No knockouts, no knockdowns. It'll be an okay fight. There will be some slugging, some brawling. Yeah. So you guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think. This fight is coming up November 23rd in China. See what your boy Pacquiao has got left in him, because you know it's about the end of his career. It's about to be time to, you know, throw the belt in, baby. Throw the belt in and do your politics. But yeah, I think my boy Pacquiao still has a little something left in him. Just not what he used to have. So I feel as though he'll never get that Floyd Mayweather fight. Even Floyd said no, because I just feel as though he doesn't have it anymore to take on Floyd. Doesn't have it anymore. You know, it's gone. The fire is gone, and that's not a bad thing. He had a great ass career, explosive. There's been plenty of times I felt he could have beat Floyd. If they both fought in their primes, I feel as though he would have beat Floyd, of course. But later in the career, I feel as though Floyd would have beat him. But anywho, yeah, that's my prediction for the Pacquiao versus Rios fight. So yeah.